me wey dem dey talk so na back I take dey look dem. So when I ran backward, even the way I take run dey shock the thief and give them the bag for her head. No, this bag is not yours, I will not give you. Hey, in my head God forbid though, but I've minus her from the family already. I was already thinking of what to tell my mom when I get to. Guys, like I said, if you don't know my sister, go and check my other video. My sister and a pastor. So immediately they took her bag, my sister started kabashing. That was when I gave up. I was like, God, this, I don't know, this day that my father and mother did the thing and they got pregnant for this day, who sent them? Who touched who first? Who is that person? I was just so hungry. Motivational speaker almost killed my sister. They told her not to release her bag, Abby. So my sister was shouting, Robo, 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 in the name of... Let me do a fine get post for you. Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here again, Iyosa Uwa's channel, whichever is still the same person. Okay guys, how do I look? I did this makeup myself. Please don't come and tell me that this one is shiny, this part is not blended well. See, just take me as I am. Okay, thank you so much. In my head, as far as I'm concerned, in my head I'm representing the Fine Girl Association. Even I'm holding the post of the president safe. So I nothing you can tell me now. You know, your girl is balling. So let's be serious now. Today, guys, I noticed the last story time I did, you guys really liked it. So I'm here to give you another story of the same, you know, I don't want to use the word prodigal child because she's not even prodigal, funny enough. I'm the prodigal daughter in the house. So today is also, I don't know, there's this thing with her on bike pain. But this is not just a bike masher. This one, the robbers, they used a bike. So bike sha, it's not keke, so it's the bike. So today, before we get started proper, if you just joining me for the first time, you just seen this beautiful face, I own the face, yeah, Iyosa Uwa. Please feel free to click the like button, subscribe is absolutely free, share me out, comment, and do all those good stuff. Okay, let's interact, let's be one family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys know I love you so much. Like, you guys mean the word to me. You make me want to come back and sit down here and talk to you. Thank you for bringing me back. Thank you for actually making me to do my makeup, all for you. Thank you so much, I appreciate. So guys, today we'll be talking about my sister. This is a story, true life story. Anything I'm going to be giving is true life. I don't even need to lie because my life, there is too much story for me to even want to lie. So this is another true life story I want to tell you. It's about my sister. If you don't know this, my sister I'm talking about, I'll drop the link on the story I did between she and a bike man that she was crying on my description box. You can go and watch that video so you have an idea of who I'm talking about, because on that video I described her personality. Okay, so this video now, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you another story, another event that happened. I'm always there. Who is everywhere. The ones I'm not there probably should not want to tell me because you know my mouth, I will laugh at for ages. So there, on this fateful day, I was in school. My sister called me just because I told her I started making nails. See, at this point, truth be told, I wasn't even professional. I'm just doing it for students then, and you know they will take anything you give them, of course at a lower price, so they want to patronize you. My sister just jumped on the opportunity and told her friend that's getting married or that's doing her wedding or whatever. She's about to get married. She's arranged. I think the next day or the next 2 days was her wedding. My sister just called me from school and said I should come, that she would pay my transport, that I should come back to Benin and fix her friend's nails for my head. And I said, Jesus, this girl just go cast me. And she promised the girl that that's her own contribution to the wedding. My sister, the showcase person, we never professional. In her head, see, my sister, there's nothing you will tell her that as long as you tell her I can do this, she don't already reason you to be professional. So if you go there, go disgrace yourself, that's for you. As long as you told her you can do it, in her head, see, She's just waiting for the right opportunity or anybody that wants that kind of a service, so she will introduce you. That's the kind of person she is. So me, I already know my sister, and she don't kukuma cast me join my substandard nail fixing. I kukuma carried myself to video, so I met her there. I fixed the nails. It came out well anyway because it was a French tip. Anyway, that's not the story. So the story started from here. We boarded the bus. We were going to our junction before we take a bike to our house. So I don't know, there's this thing about me, whether it's because I'm lazy or no, this thing will last bomb, I don't know. But immediately we got into the bus, we were gisting, because if you're around me, I'm always talking. So we were gisting. Excuse me. In the midst of this long talk, it just came into my mind. I told her, because I know her very well, I know her so well. So I told her, see, Sister Mercy, her name is Sister Mercy. I'm not even going to change the name, so in case people want to comment, add Sister Mercy. So I told her, Sister Mercy, please, I was even begging her, once we get to the junction, please let's take a bike home because it's getting late. My sister said, no, let's exercise, there's no sun, this one, that one. In my head I said, okay, this girl, she want dodge the bike money, she don't want to pay. I said, okay, no problem. I even volunteered. I said, okay, no problem, I will pay for the bike. She said, it's not about the money, let's stroll, house is not far, this one. And if you watched my last video, I repeat, I will drop the link in the description box. You know, I said if you want to suffer, that's the only way you will trek that distance. It's not as close as she's making it seem. So in my head, left for me, I went out back and leave her, but then I didn't want to leave her. So we got to the junction. I was still looking at her. Let's take a bike. He said, I beg my dear, let's stroll. Okay, oh, we started strolling. I was giving her the hot gist, things that happened in school. She was just laughing because she likes to laugh and she likes to listen to me talk. So we were just talking. As we were talking, see, guys, in your head, picture this. This is a straight road here. We are at this side of the road, and both ends there are bushes. There are bush and there are houses as well. So it's like you can see a bush here, the next place you see a house, the next place you see a store, the next place you see a bush. Those bushes are people's land that they've not developed, okay? So in your head, picture it. So we're at this side. This is the left hand side here. Yeah. So we're at this side, and me, I was closer to the bush, while she was closer to the road. But we were walking together. We stopped together and we were walking together, okay? So as we were walking, we were just laughing. No, it's not as if I was thinking of anything negative or whatsoever. Immediately, something just, I don't know how to explain it, but a bike, just the way the bike was coming with full speed, something in my mind say, oh wow. See, my body, I don't know how to put it, but the alert in me came up. I don't know if that word is correct, but then the way the bike was coming, it was just so fast, it was so loud, and the way they stopped in our front, immediately something in me said, oh wow, oh yeah, pick raise. I turned back, I was going back to the junction. See, in my head, I didn't just think, should I go forward or backward? But then the road I chose was the best one, because they were coming from that side, and that side was more open. And it was, like I said, it was getting late. That was why I told her we should enter bike. My sister just stood there. She was dumbfounded. She didn't know what to say at that time. Me, where did they talk so? Now back, I tell you, look there. So when I ran backwards, even the way I tell you, it shocked the thief. I'm telling you the facts. When I ran backwards, from far, I was looking at them. They brought out a gun. My mind said, Jesus. Like, I've never seen robbers so close before. And what made me to run, I don't even know. It's just God, sha. And the smartness in me. Last one, fear them. Even when my sister didn't even know. Even she wasn't even paying attention. She was just having quack, quack, quack. She wasn't even paying attention to the environment. She just a feel say, don't worry, everything okay. But me, smart to work. So when I ran, I was looking at them from afar. I stood there, I was saying, Jesus. In my mind, I was saying, Jesus. My heart was panting. Then immediately I saw them, they brought the gun. Because even the way I ran, they shocked. so they had to pause a little. So there were two people on the bike. Both of them were the robbers. The first one was the first guy is the one driving the bike. He's also in fact the gang. Yes. While the other one at the back held the gun. Meanwhile, also my handbag there with me. Oh. Then my sister, they said, "Give me your bag or I'll shoot you." My sister didn't want to give bag. I see gun. In my head, I said, God, which kind of motivational speaker they talk to my sister since? God, I don't understand, because if my sister never read that for book, say Abraham Lincoln say this gun will fit key, my sister will not believe. She's that kind of a person. She's extremely strict. They say give them the bag. For her head, no, this bag is not yours. I will not give you. Hey, in my head then, God forbid though, but I've minus half of the family already. I was already thinking of what to tell my mom when I get home. I wasn't even thinking about any other person. I said, okay, wait till I tell my mom, I'll explain. So, according to my sister, when she was explaining later on, she said she didn't want to give them the bag, but something in her said she should give them the bag. So, from my own point, when they said give me the bag, my sister didn't at first. So the guy had to, they stopped to, the guy had to put his hand on my sister's arm and drag the bag. Then my sister didn't drag. For a minute, I said, God, thank you, let them take the bag and go. So immediately those people drove off. You know, they were coming from here, and it's the same place they were coming from Iran to. So they were moving forward. Very close to us is one street. They didn't pass that street. Maybe probably because we'll be seeing them as they are going. So they went to pass the other streets. So see what happened before they bent to pass the other streets. Immediately they took my sister's bag. Guys, like I said, if you don't know my sister, go and check my other video. My sister and a pastor. So immediately they took her bag. My sister started kabashing. That was when I gave up. I was like, God, this, I don't know, this day that my father and mother did the thing and they got pregnant for this day, who sent them? Who touched who first? Who is that person? I was just so hungry. Like, my sister started doing robo. So, hey, the thieves, they were hearing. Everybody was hearing the streets. My sister just started, in the name of Jesus. Apart from that one that I understood, the rest, she was, I don't know whether that's incantation or she was speaking in tongues. She had not been incantation. This one will be juju. True life story. I'm not lying. See, she will comment on this thing. Don't worry, you see her. Anyway, you see Messi and say, what her? People should hold her strong. Motivational speaker almost killed my sister. They told her not to release her bag, Abby. So my sister was shouting, robo, in the name of Jesus. She was doing her hand like this. So she was still walking the bike. They were going though. But my sister was walking. She wasn't even running. She was just moving like one step at a time. She was just praying. She was just speaking. Robo. Hey. From my head, me, from back, I don't shout, Sister Mercy, leave them, sister. Like my children were called, Sister Mercy, you leave them. It's just back, let them take it. My sister was still doing robo. They almost immediately they want to enter the other streets. My sister started doing her robo. She now started shouting, thief. Immediately I followed up. And me go my voice and speaker. Guys, note that it was late in the evening. Everywhere was dark. This is about 9 p.m. 9:10 sharp. See, immediately my sister started shouting, thief. I followed up. Backup singer. I started shouting, thief. When she was explaining at that point, she said the Holy Spirit told her, okay, now stop praying and start shouting. My sister, see, this is like a two-side story. For me, what I saw, after my sister robo, decided to thief in my head, I said, Jesus, mama, that day when I do this, people, like, it was a wrong idea. In my head, I was just thinking, I said, God, how can you be this stubborn? But my sister, when she was explaining when we got home, she said something in her told her to stop doing her robo and continue. First of all, I said something told her not to drag the bag, that there is bullets and they will shoot her. From when she was explaining, then he says the same thing when they took the bag. The same thing told her to start praying. Then almost when they turned to the other streets, the same thing told her, oh yeah, start shouting thief. So we started shouting thief. To cut the long story short, we heard go 2 times. So my sister has not bent. No, my sister bent at that time in my head because you know I ran backwards and she was following the bike. So when they bent, she followed them and bent to the street, but they were ahead of her anyways. And me, I was backward. Fear never let me run, reach front. I was just tiptoeing. I was shouting, Sister Mercy, sister. She not even just listen to me. You know, be like me and she come down from the bus. So she was just doing like she was that day. What in my head, or in fact, thinking back now, as I'm thinking of the scenario, what was happening? It was as if they were remoting her. It was as if something was telling her, "Be like this, be like," because she was not doing like a normal human being at all. She was just. It was as if something was just telling her, "Oh yeah, do like this, do like this." See, thinking back, that was the Holy Spirit, honestly. To cut the long story short, immediately I heard, go, go, go. I've already started thinking, okay, God forbid, I'll put my mother's head in my shoulder. Mommy, and so it happened. I told her, in fact, in my head, I wasn't even saying I would say it's stiff. I would tell her it's stubbornness, and finally, another person decided to die for God after Jesus Christ has died. Because how can they rob you with gun and you are still doing robo? My sister, it's not as if now I'm saying it. Now, even thinking about it, I'm still angry. But I just thank God. It was so annoying that period in God. So, as I heard, bo, I don't conclude, okay. They will say, which kind of stubborn girl be this? They don't come shoot her. In my head, now say, like, I didn't just know what to do. I was shivering, I was shaking. Now say, God, but why you can't be say, now when me and this girl, because I don't just know, to cut the long story short, as God will have it, to that bo that we heard, when I went there, I saw my sister. She was still standing. She's not dead. I said, Jesus, what happened? So we saw people, they gathered, and we saw my sister's bag on the floor. Guys, are you listening? How God works mysteriously. We saw my sister's bag on the floor. They didn't give my sister already her boys. They held onto the bag. Then, what happened? The guys, they fled. They fled off. What happened was that one guy in that area was smoking igbo. The boy heard no correct. I don't know the boy, but that was what they said at that moment. The boy heard no correct. He said, like, people has been disturbing the street that doesn't want to see anybody pass that street. So unfortunately for the thief, if they had passed that first street that was very close to us when they robbed my sister, nobody will catch them. They didn't catch them, but they would have gotten away freely. But they passed the other streets that the Igbo smoker. See, God can use anybody, even a madman, to help you once it's your turn, and once there's a God intervention. Once God intervenes in your issue, see, even a dead leaf will be useful for you. Imagine Igbo smoker. You know, see, for these people don't smoke, as far as they are concerned, they are the most high. They are so high that they think nothing is going to happen. So immediately the person heard thief, and he said nobody should pass that street, and he saw a bike coming. According to them, they said the guy used his leg and pushed the bike on the floor. It was when he pushed the bike on the floor, those people released those two bullets, bo that we heard. Then they ran, but they dropped my sister's bag on the floor. So, first of all, thank God my sister's bag is safe. But they didn't catch them, they ran off. I said, God, first of all, thank God my sister's bag is safe. Second of all, thank God nothing happened to my sister. Then, okay, Mona give us our bag now, another story again. They said my sister, the person that help my sister, they need to do this one, they need to do that one. Okay, I think even the guy that used his leg to hit the bike, his leg got injured. So they took us, first of all, if my sister can remember this story vividly, they took us to one chemist. They said they are treating him. Everything's just close by. Like, you know, say chemist now, not be abroad, will be pharmacy. This one chemist, small, outside your house, there's chemist. So just beside that place, there's chemist. They just took the boy, they were bandaging the place, I don't know. Everything happened in the twinkle of an eye. Then we got there, they were telling my sister, okay, settle us, this, that, this, as if that was not enough. Another fight just, see, and my sister didn't have enough money then. See how God works. So in the course of them dragging her, settle us, do this one, do that one, and not be even person will rescue the bag and talk settle. So you don't say, if area boys don't go something, my sister, it's only God. So they were saying, settle us, this, that, this. Then another person, fight just broke out again in the streets. To cut the long story short, another fight just broke out in the streets. Then we were there. The person that head onto the bar came there. I was trying to settle the issue. As everybody was there, my brothers and sisters, I saw it with my naked eyes before I go add koro for the front. But I saw it with my naked eyes. another guy used plank, and it's not just plank. There's a way they call it, whether 2x2 or 2x4, I don't know. But one those thick 4-corner plank to hit another guy on his head. Immediately the guy fell down. Blood all they come out. See, before we know, they don't give my sister her bag. Oh yeah, you come out. You like everything just happened. I took off. And let me and my sister carry ourselves. We're doing God thank you, God thank you, God thank you. We went home. We got home. Hey God, my mother was saying, Jesus, now you do this one for me. Jesus, my sister, why did you not leave the bag? Jesus. But to cut the long story short, I thank God motivational speaker did not kill my sister, because the kind of mind my sister had. If, like I said, if she knows to say Abraham Lincoln say leave that bag, she will not leave her bag as long as it's her own. There is nothing you will tell her that she will leave the bag. My mom was even asking, okay, see guys, the most no wonder she held on to that bag like kidney. What was even in the bag? You had to see keys, bunch of keys. My sister's bag is always heavy. Then she was schooling part-time and she was still working. My sister, both the ones that have expired, ID card, both present one. Don't worry, she keeps up to date. So even expire and the old new one, she doesn't throw anything away. She'll keep it. If you ask my sister 1988 something, my sister will bring it her. She knows, her husband knows, everybody knows in my family, every single person. If see, I used to tell her your house should be a museum. Anything you're looking for when you were small, go there, you see it. So my sister doesn't throw things away that easily. But so why my mom was like, okay, you should have left some things at home now. Okay, just imagine you didn't see this bag now, your office key. So many keys. Whether our ex-boyfriend key day itself, I don't know. Because there were so many keys. That's me exaggerating, but there was a lot of keys there. And ID card, too many important things for her school and her work. What she said, her explanation was that sometimes she's at work, they'll just call her, okay, in school we need to do so and so thing. Like she will not want to come home again and start preparing. Like she knows if she's there, she can go to work, everything's okay, she can go to school, everything will be okay. So my sister took everything alongside with her anytime she's going out. So that singular incident made her to realize that, see, anything can go wrong and all these things will be lost within a twinkle of an eye. So my sister had to reduce some things from her bag. Even my mom was even thankful to God because at least shoulder pain okay my sister because her bag was very heavy. Guys, this, you see, I wanted this story to be fun, but me thinking back, it almost got me emotional because that was how I would have lost my sister. My sister was doing robo on top of gun. But it's God though, because thankfully they did not kill her. But what if it's somebody, see, God just know, as at then, my faith wasn't that strong. God knows if I talk robo before they go answer me, they don't answer my sister. So probably it's me they will just shoot. That's why God just say you for your own good run and like base. Don't you worry about me. This is my too long leg. I was seeing my sister's back. See, funny enough in my head, when I ran, I thought my sister was going to run. My sister just stood there. I was saying, Jesus. See, guys, I want to thank God that nothing happened to her. If not, So this story that is like fun and that people will eventually laugh at robo. It will be a story that I'll think of. I'll be like, anyway, I just want to thank God first of all. So my dear, if you have ever experienced this kind of incident in your life, like face-to-face robbery, please let me know on the description post. No, the comment section. Description is for me. Comment is for you. Let me know in the comment section. And guys, what do you think about her doing robo instead of her running? And guys, please rate me over 10. Like the way I ran, did I do it well? Was I supposed to run or was I supposed to stay back? And everything that just happened, just in your own knowledge and in the way you understand it, just tell me what you think. But for me, I'm almost fed up with my sister. I don't know if DLS or what is it called. Anybody, I want to post her for sale. If anybody is going to buy, please come and take my robo sister. Guys, we've got to the end of today's episode. I wanted this to be fun, but thinking back, it just got me emotional. I was just like, everything just came back. Before now, I was laughing when I thought of the story, but sitting down and explaining bit to bit what happened really got me thankful at first. I'm thankful, and it got me like, what if something went wrong? But I thank God, sha, nothing went wrong. So that is it for that. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you stay up to this moment and you haven't subscribed, I will keep telling you till something touch your mind and say, oh yeah, subscribe, click it, crack on. So guys, thank you. Please subscribe, like, share, do all the good stuff. I'm here for you and I did this makeup for you and I hope you like it. I love you and I'll see you in my next one. Let me do a fine get post for you. Take care, guys. Take care. I love you.